Hey guys, all right, one of the wonderful things about Wunda Bar is that we take the integrity of traditional Pilates and we kick it up a notch with some cardio. So today we're gonna focus all on that cardio and we're gonna get nice and sweaty. All right, so let's take those feet nice and wide second stance. Okay, toes turned out at a 45-degree angle. From here, we're gonna come into some plie jumps. So we're gonna take that plie nice and wide, kneecaps open up over that second toe. Arms are gonna be in a parallel elbow bent position. We're going to reach those arms up and out in a diagonal, and we're going to bring those arms back down for that plie through center. Okay, so we're alternating sides. Now, even though we're calling these plie jumps, we're not leaving the floor. That big toe stays connected to the mat. Now, if you wanted to kick this up a notch, we are going to be doing that, but if you want to kick it up a notch, you can grab light dumbbells and add this to the movement. Okay, we're looking for that long diagonal line up the side of the body, lots of length. We're reaching that crown of head away from that big toe with each plie jump. Good, finding that deep plie through center every time. Good, holding it here. That heart rate's already starting to pick up. Good, this is a short workout, so we're gonna get sweaty together for just a short amount of time, so stay with me. All cardio here. Good, we've got 6. Last 5. We're gonna be holding that wide second plie. Last 3. Good, you've got 2. On your next one, you're going to hold that plie now. We're going to take this plie and we're going to do a little double pulse. So we're going to pulse. Arms are going to reach for the mat. Pulse it back up. Pulse it down, little touchdown, and bring it back up. So we're keeping those inner thighs open nice and wide. That's where we're getting the depth. Good. We've got a little spiral happening from that femur bone in the hip, so that's making that little pulse a little extra deadly. Good. Holding it here. Keeping those knees tracking with big toe, second toe. We want those knees coming just in front of the ankle, but not in front of those toes. Okay, so watch that alignment. Just 4 more right here. Okay, keep opening up those inner thighs for that deep plie. Good, we're working those fingertips towards the floor. Good, last 2. Good, last 1. Now here, you're gonna hold that plie. We're gonna releve onto the balls of the feet. Find that connection between big toe, second toe. And now we're gonna lift up and bring those arms overhead. Good, coming all the way back down to that plie. Lower the heels towards the floor. Good, let's releve to the balls of the feet. Okay, we're gonna bring the fingertips up and overhead, lengthening out of the waistline. Bring yourself back into that plie and lower those heels towards the floor. Good, so we're really working on articulating through that ankle. Find that connection between big toe, second toe. Good, keep those ribs closed so we're not leaning back and rolling through the ankle. That's what we don't want to do. Okay, keep that nice connection. Good, we've got 4. We're gonna add a little hop if you're up for it. If not, you stay right here in this releve. Last 3. Connect the heel to the floor. Good, inhale, lift that heel. Reach up and overhead. Good, keep that connection between big toe, second toe. Last 2. Good, slow and intentional movement. We're still picking up that heart rate. This intentional movement's gonna really drive that heart. Good, last 1. Now, from here, we're gonna go for a little hop. If you are not up for a hop today, you stay in that little releve. Okay, from here, we're barely leaving the floor. Okay, lots of connection through big toe, second toe as you land and all the way down through that heel. Good, still lifting up through that waistline. You've got 6. Good, 5, 4. Good, last 3. We're gonna be holding that plie one more time. Good, last 1, hold. From here, we're gonna spiral towards the left. Okay, so now we're in a split lunge facing that left side. Back knee is dripping down towards the floor. Left knee is in front of that ankle. From here, we're gonna dance that back leg a little bit. So, hands can come into prayer for this work. My right leg is gonna come into a curtsy. And then back to that lunge. I'm going to straighten both legs. Come back to that lunge. Curtsy. Come back to your lunge. Extend through the knees. Good. Bend. Keep that connection through the front foot. Your toes are down. You're a little heavier through the heel than you are through the ball of the foot. Good. As you come into that curtsy, I want you to think of that back knee, that right knee, lining up with that heel. Coming all the way back to that lunge and that lift and extension through the back of the knee. Exhale. Good, find that curtsy. Lunge and lift. 4 more. Lunge, curtsy, back to your lunge, and lift. Last 3. Curtsy, back to your lunge, and lift. 2 more. Curtsy, back to your lunge, and lift. We're going to be holding that lunge. Good. Back to your lunge. Last lift. From here, we're going to hold that lunge. We're going to shift our weight forward into that left foot. Okay, so now we're lengthening out that back leg. We're finding the tilt of the torso forward, reaching that left sits bone back. Arms are going to come up and overhead. And now we're going to draw that right knee to the chest as the elbows pull in and out. Bring it in and out. You're thinking about that right inner thigh, that deep right inner thigh, drawing that knee in towards the chest. Those elbows are reaching down towards that waistline. Keep that solid connection through the left foot. Good. Core is engaged. We're drawing that belly button up and in between those shoulder blades. Good. Reaching that long length back as you take that right big toe behind you. You've got 6. We're going to be adding a little hop here again. Last 5. You stay here if that hop isn't for you. Last 3. Good. You've got 2. Good. Now on the next one, we're going to draw with that right inner thigh. Lift that right leg up and give a little hop. Come back to your lunge. Bring it up and in. Good. And lengthen back out. So you're finding that long length every time you take that right leg back behind you. Little reach and lift through that left leg. Good. Drawing those elbows down. Good. Little hop. You've got 6. Last 5. Good. You've got 4. Whoo. Last 3. We're going to be coming into a plank in 2. Good. Last 1. Good. And bring it all the way up. Okay. We're going to walk to the end of the mat. We're going to come all the way down into a plank position. So rolling down towards your mat. Walk yourself all the way out into your best plank. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to connect to that plank because we're going to be here for a minute. So I want you to breathe into that back rib cage. Lift up and out of that shoulder girdle. Wrists are under the shoulders. From here, we're going to spiral those biceps forward. We're going to take that right toe and we're going to tap it out to the side. Bring it back. Left toe out. Now, right knee pulls in and out. Left knee in and out. Right toes out and in. Left toes out and in. And now that right knee and out. Left knee. All right, so opening that inner thigh out to the side, that little lateral reach. Okay, alternating sides. Now that deep inner thigh draws that knee to the chest. Good. Open and close. Open and close. Good. Knee. So a little bit of a mountain climber right here. Still lifting up out of that shoulder girdle. Lots of control. Keep that pelvis nice and stable. Okay, keep the structure of that plank. Good. Last 2. We're going to move on to those arms. Good. Last 1. To the right, the left. Draw that knee in. Left knee in. Hold your plank. Now, let's take those feet a little bit wider. My left palm is going to come to my right shoulder and then bring it back to the floor. Left and back. Knee in, out. Left knee in and out. Good. Alternating shoulder taps. Nice and slow. Maintaining the structure of that plank. Good. So high cardio doesn't always mean super fast paced. Okay, we're moving nice and slow here. Lots of intentional movement. Good. You got it. Good. Last 2. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Knee. We're going to focus on that mountain climber. This is your last one. Good. Knee in, out. Left knee in and out. Now staying right here in that plank. We're going to take that right knee in and left knee in. So just that mountain climber now. Now, if you want to take this one up a notch, we're going to pick up the pace. So we're going to run those knees. Good. Maintaining that lift out of the shoulder girdle. Breathe into those ribs. You've got 6. Last 5. Good. You've got 4. Last 3. Last 2. And bring it all the way back to your plank. From here, hold. We're gonna walk ourselves all the way back up to standing. Woo, take a minute to bring that heart rate down. Now I'm gonna turn and face the other side. You can still be facing that other way. You're gonna take that right leg forward, left leg back, and we're in that side facing lunge, okay, right from this position. We're gonna dance that back leg again. That left leg is gonna come into a curtsy, back to the lunge, and straighten. Lower into your lunge. Curtsy, lunge, straighten. Good, so that back heel stays lifted the whole time, the back heel on that left foot. You're extending through the back of the knee on that lift. I want you to think on that curtsy of that back knee lining up with your left heel, or your right heel. And lift. Lower, curtsy, back to your lunge, and lift. Good. Nice and controlled movement again, focusing on that intentional placement of that leg. We're here for 4. Good. Last 3, making sure that that front foot is flat on the floor. Heel is a little heavier than the toes. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Now we're going to be holding that lunge. On your next one, you're going to hold that lunge. Arms are going to come up and overhead, and now we're going to shift that weight forward into that right leg. Okay, so the back leg has lengthened out. From here, we're going to use those deep inner thigh muscles on that left side and draw the left knee in and out. Elbows pull in and out. So lots of length. Good. You can think of that torso tilting forward. Okay, we're reaching that right sits bone back. Good. Core is engaged. That's always tight. We reach those arms overhead for lots of length out of the waistline. You've got this. I know that right leg is also burning. Good. We're here for 6. Last 5. You've got 4. Last 3. You've got 2. We're going to add that little hop if you're up for it. On your next one, we're going to draw those elbows in, take that little lift through that right foot. Good. Plant that right foot flat on the floor every time you land. And we're still thinking about lots of length from that back leg. Lengthening out the back line of the body. Good. Keep breathing through this. We're almost there. We're so close. You've got 6. Last 5. You've got 4. Last 3. 2. Good. Last 1. Now from here, we're going to wrap it all up. Come all the way back to your feet. We're going to rotate down towards the floor onto our knees, and we're going to finish up with some upper body jumps, okay? So my knees are 4 inches apart, parallel. We're going to bring those palms down to the floor. All right, so we're not going to push through the arms, okay? We're going to think about those sits bones and that pelvis and those inner thighs here. From here, we're going to inhale as we rise up, find that lift, open up that seat crease. Exhale, bring those palms back to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Now we're going to pick up that pace, but I don't want you to lose the intentional movement here. So as you lower in that upper body jump, I want you to think about those sits bones separating, reaching back for the heels, and then we lift with those upper inner thighs into the pelvic floor. Good. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Good. Up and down. Good. We're here for 6. Good. Last 5. Good. Last 4. We're not dumping through the chest. We're leading with those sits bones. Last 3. Good. You've got 2. Last 1. Now on our next one, we're going to find some oppositional reach. As we lift, we're going to open those arms in an opposing diagonal, and we're going to bring them back down to the floor. Lift it up, reach the other way. Good. And back down. Good. Still leading with those sits bones as we reach back. Good. Inner thighs, pelvic floor, pull up and in. Bringing it back down. Good. Finding that rotation from the waist, but not from the pelvis. The pelvis remains quiet. Good. Let's go for 6. Good. We got 3 more on each side. Good. Bring it back down. Last 5. Good. That core is engaged. That helps pull up and in. That belly button pulls up and in every time you lift. Good. Last 3. Good. You've got 2. And last 1. and bring those palms all the way down. All right, guys, we're going to come onto our feet. Feet are going to be nice and flat. This is the nice time. We're going to stretch now. We're going to roll up through that spine. We're going to stack that spine one vertebrae at a time. Good. Once we're all the way back up to standing, we're going to take that right leg and we're going to draw that knee up and into the chest. Okay, so just nice, easy knee pull. Good. That hip is nice and loose now, all warm. We're going to bring that knee back down to the floor. Now we're going to take that right ankle, we're going to cross it on top of that left thigh, and we're going to reach those arms out in front for a little counterbalance as we reach that left sits bone back, and you're going to find a standing figure 4 right here. Good, so holding it right here. Find that length. Good, keeping that belly button pulled up and in for 4. Last 3. Good, we work those legs pretty heavy. Last 2. Good, coming all the way back up. That right foot comes back to the floor. Left knee into the chest. Good, nice light knee pull. Good, holding it here. Good, and breathing. Make sure we're breathing, bringing that heart rate down. Let's bring that left foot back to the floor. We're going to take that left ankle across the thigh now, and with that counterbalance, we're going to find those arms reaching forward as we reach our right sits bone back. Okay, finding that length. Good, keeping that core nice and tight. It's engaged. Good, we're holding it here for 4. Good, you feel that stretch through that left glute. Last 3. Good, last 2. Bringing it all the way back up, and that left foot is back on the floor, guys, and you just finished another Wunda focus. That wasn't an easy one. Nice job, you guys.